Hello guys, P3ZRAY here. Okay, so guess what? I have a build. It's not spectacular, it's not a crazy attack build, but it's a build that has good survivability and I like it. It's fairly balanced. Everything is over the 800s, as you can see on the screen, and I like this because I feel as though if you have too much attack in this game, you always generate the hate, and the problem you have there is if you get the hate and nobody can pull it off you, there's a good chance you're going to hit the ground unless you're spamming potions, health potions. So these are the items that you'll need to create this build. Now when I scroll down, you'll see that two of the items I'm using from this Darkovia event. If you switch them out with the Furnace Knight gear instead of them two pieces, you will get a little bit more attack, but all your stuff will still be over 800. So give it a try and see what you think. Now we're going to go on to something a little controversial, but we will talk about it now. Right, so I need to make this super quick because this video isn't that long. I'm saying that I've got 8 minutes, so let's start. This is going to be a conversation about the community, the devs, the gameplay, the future of this game, all that good stuff, including my YouTube channel as well, and other YouTubers. So I did a couple of videos talking about this game and where it's heading, what's been going on with it, why have players dropped and all that stuff, and I've said, you know, stats on armor has a part to play, I think, because obviously the level 17 player couldn't upgrade their stuff or be unique or different, but there's so much more to it. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is the community. The community has changed. I've noticed on Facebook especially, there's a lot of negative people out there, and you know, it's easy to be drawn into that, including myself. You know, I've seen things on Facebook, and when you see things like that, you know, either whether it be something to do with the devs or something to do with another player, you know, people are arguing, and that's a bad sign for this game because there never used to be that. Now, one of the other things I wanted to talk about was the devs. Sometimes they do really good stuff and then they go and wreck it all by doing something really bad. One of the examples that I thought about was Assassin. He apparently was owed a badge or something like that, that he was promised over a year ago, and when he asked about it, all he got was a response which was okay, or K. Okay, and then people started doing memes, myself included. I did one with a keyboard, but I just felt that was a very rude way to respond. I think it probably would have been better if he had just ignored him, to be honest, rather than reply that, because that's kind of showing, oh, who cares about your badge? And yes, other people will think, oh, why is Assassin and other people making a big deal of this? But it is a big deal to the individual player. If you're promised something and you personally have not received what you were promised, you would have an issue with it. When it's somebody else, it doesn't affect you, so you tend to turn the other cheek and think, well, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, so something else. Fan AQ3D on Twitter, he posted up some docs talking about the ins and outs of Arctic's entertainment and explaining the things that he thought were bad and good and things that he would like to suggest. And you know, there was a lot of writing. I'm not going to lie, I didn't read it all, but I read some of the things, and you know what, say what you will about the guy. Some people will think he's bitching, some people will think he's slating AQ3D or whatever, but he's got passion. And that's what a game like this needs, is passion. It needs people to care, it needs people to think of things, you know, and say how they're feeling. Now, even if Fan didn't write that, and he didn't put that doc out there, and I believe he did it alongside other people, even if he didn't do that, people are still unhappy, and people aren't stupid and they're not blind. You know, people can see that this game has gone downhill. They can see that the whole atmosphere has changed. It's really, really, really sad, actually. The game is an epic game, and I can see the potential, and I've said that 1,000 times. But it's okay. It's okay seeing all the potential, but is it going to change? Okay, so when I say change, what I mean by that is, will the potential be real? will the potential be exactly what we're hoping it will be? I'm not sure. Look, this game is like a roller coaster. It is so up and down. Honestly, you could be playing this game for a week or two, grinding stuff out because the update is pretty epic, and then you just go on a downer because there's just nothing to do. Maybe it's harder for the veteran player because they're always staying up to date with the game. I think a game like this, and I try to do it, but it's so hard. But I think what's best with a game like this, when you're one of these that like to get really into the game and you're at max level, you've pretty much done everything there is at the time, is to just step away from the game and have some time away, and then just come back when a few updates have been released, and then that way you've got plenty to do. Now, in the past, something I do want to talk about is money, DCs and stuff like that. I have felt in the past that Artix Entertainment have been a bit of a money grab with some things, and I can understand why the community gets frustrated when they release something and then they say, well, it's going to cost this amount of DCs or this amount of DCs, because not everybody has money spare to spend on a game like this. Now, yes, it's only cosmetics, but cosmetics or stats, or it doesn't matter what it is, if you can't afford in real life to buy something that you like, that you think is pretty cool and you want it, you know, it's tough to take, you know. And Artix Entertainment know that this game is based around a really good tight-knit community, so why would you want to put something in that would cause a divide? You know, it's a tough one, that one. It is a tough one because some people can afford it, some people are content, some people are like, well, I can't afford it, so I can't buy it. And they're happy with that. It's just the way it is. But then I can understand why, like I say, the normal player who can't afford it might get a little bit disgruntled by that. But on saying that, they did just release an update where you could hide armor equipment, and it didn't cost any DCs, so nice one for that. That was a really smart move. If they'd put if they'd put that in the game and requested you had to pay DCs for that, I would have been like, whoa, hang on a minute. That would have just proved my point even more. It's just really tough. I mean, YouTube has been really hard for me to put videos up. In the past, I used to do build videos, as you know, and then they changed all the stat system. And that made it even harder because there's just no real big updates that have given us some armor so we can choose from. And I like to be unique. Now, in my opinion, the #1 YouTuber is Gold Raven. He makes tutorials, he makes videos constantly, and I'll tell you what, that guy deserves a badge because he just never stops. But jokes aside, I don't want to be stepping on other people's toes. I like to be unique. I like to do videos that are different to what everybody else is doing. Sometimes you obviously do a video that's similar, but that's just the way it goes. Sometimes 2 people, 3 people might think of the same idea. It is what it is. But for the future of this game, I will always come back and do videos. Always, because I do enjoy the game, and it was 99% down to the fact of the community. Now, there's still a few people that are in the community that still play the game and I still get along with. But I want to know what you guys think as well. So if you are watching this video, now I know on one of my videos I got quite a few views, but if you do watch this video, please drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Let people read it, let people see what they think, and that's it. So listen, thank you for watching the video and listening to me ramble on all this time. Please subscribe, like and comment. Don't forget to hit the notification symbol, that way you can stay up to date with all my videos. And as always, stay safe.